Hey everybody, it's Abby. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of cream makeup products. I've never done this before. I am a hardcore fan of like long wearing, matte, set everything with powder, liquid lipstick, all that kind of stuff. So I have been slightly inspired by Samantha. I followed her since she was on Reddit like years ago. And she's been advocating for this for a while, and I've seen other people do it, so I thought I would give it a try. I'm not holding out hopes that I'm going to like the result, but yeah, at least I'll give it a try. So I have my basket of things here that I pulled over to that I thought I could use that are cream. I do have one powder in here because I need to set my under eye concealer or it's going to crease. So, but I think she does, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So all the products that I'm using are vegan and cruelty free, and they are all not owned by parent companies. So if that concerns you, then there you go. These are all safe. Right now I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. And then for foundation, I have the Anastasia Stick Foundation in the shade Warm Ivory. This is like one of the only foundations that I've ever ordered online, and somehow I got like the perfect match on the first try. So, the stores near me don't really have this, so, I mean, I think actually the Sephora and JCPenney here has it, but I hate the Sephora inside JCPenney, especially because you're not anywhere near a window or anything to see. Oh, that mirror is really dirty. You're not near a mirror or window or anything to be able to see what the colors actually look like, because that same store was actually the first time I ever bought foundation. And I told them, I was like, I'm usually the lightest shade, and it's still too dark. And they're like, oh, don't worry, we got you. And they gave me like the third lightest or the fourth lightest or something. And of course it was like stark orange. So yeah, took that back, and I thought I was just gonna buy like some nail polish or something. But then they were like, no, let's rematch you, blah blah, and they gave me like the lightest shade and another foundation, and it worked. So thus began my makeup addiction, because before then I had no idea about Sephora or Ulta or anything. Actually, I wouldn't even have an Ulta here at that point, I don't think. I'm going to blend that out with this Real Techniques sponge. This is not like super full coverage. I mean, it can be if you want it to, but it just takes a little while, and it looks a little cakey, I think. My forehead is exceptionally dry for no reason. So, there's that. And I'm not going to do another layer, I don't think, just because I think that's okay. I'm not going for like a super full coverage, like I said. So, next is concealer. So I'm using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and I am in the shade Light Ivory. If I was going for full coverage, I would like do the triangle thing and like blend it out and bake it, and I would just do a little bit and then blend it. Like this concealer, when it's on like that, it looks too yellow, but when I blend it out, it's fine. Actually, I prefer, even though, so like my face and my chest are like a pink undertone, and then like the rest of my body is like more yellow. I still like to do a more yellow undertone for the concealer under my eyes because it covers up, at least I think it does, and color theory would suggest that it covers up the blue like under eye situation a little better than a cool toned. And then for powder, I have this Milani Prep Set and Glow Illuminating Transparent Powder. I bought this because of Emily Noel 83. And yeah, it's pretty great. So, I didn't bring a powder brush over here. Why would I do something like that? Logical. So I'm going to try to use the sponge. Hopefully I don't ruin it. The powder, I mean. It's coming off onto the sponge, so that's gotta be good, right? Yeah, it feels powdery, so I'll just rub on that powder so hopefully it doesn't ruin it. So there's that. Okay, next step that I would do would be like bronzer. And I have this Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick contour in the shade Focus on You. So this, my qualm with these, this works really good. It's actually a cream to powder formula. However, the darkest shade is not that dark. So if you're like medium, it's probably not going to work for you. I was watching Nima Tang. She did a video with like the newish Wet n Wild stuff. It was a while ago. And like the darkest contour shade was too light for her to use as a concealer. I was like, seriously. Like their foundations come in a pretty good range, but the sticks, not so much. Can you even see that? I'll turn this way. I think these definitely work better with a sponge because I've used them with a brush and that just disappears. And I usually do some a little bit on my forehead, so I'll go ahead and do that. Just a little bit though, because you can go overboard. And I would blend this up as opposed to down, just so it doesn't go too far down and look weird. I think I squeezed my sponge out too much because it's not very damp anymore. That. Usually I put bronzer, like powder bronzer, over my nose, but I'm not gonna try that with that's a recipe for disaster. Alright, and now I have a cream blush. This is from Juice Beauty, and it is the Last Looks blush, and I have the shade Orange Blossom. So I got this in a Petit Four subscription box, and like nobody else, I watched everybody else's videos that I know of that gets these boxes, and nobody else got the same color as me, so I thought it was kind of weird. But it's like an orangish peach, maybe. It looks kind of gross, just because I've like dipped a brush into it. But I'm gonna like apply it with my fingers and then use the sponge to blend it. Actually, I'm gonna try the sponge like directly into it and see how that works. I don't know. I'm like all over the place. I'm like sitting on the bed. I'm not in a chair, so I'm like free to move around. I'm gonna turn it around. I use like this side for my foundation and concealer and stuff, so I'm gonna try like this side. Yeah. Okay, it appears that the pigment is not coming off onto the sponge. Oh, there it goes. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Oh, too much. Oh my, okay. Can you even see what I'm doing? I don't know. The good thing with the sponge though is that you can just like turn it a little bit and get to where there's not product on it and be fine. So I'm going to add a little more back in. I just don't want to go overboard with blush. Like I hate that when I do that on accident. Actually it looks a lot better like that than when I use a brush. So. Okay, and then now I would use highlighter. So this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick highlighter in the shade When the Nude Strikes. They have a couple different shades of this one. They do also have blushes in this form, however they're not vegan, so maybe they'll come out with a new shade at some point that's vegan. I don't know, just wishful thinking. But these, I can't do both sides at the same time and then blend one and then the other. I have to do one, blend it, then do the other and blend it because this dries really fast for some reason. So, here we go. Actually, I really like this color. And I feel like it'll look better because I'm putting it over top of cream instead of trying to put it on powder. See, I can't tell what's picking up on camera because I'm blind. I'm not blind, I shouldn't say that. I'm very bad vision. Side did I just use? I don't remember. Just try not to use the same side that you put the blush on because then that'll be a mess. Now some people, fancy pants over there, got like more than one sponge. Like, I ain't doing all that. I just realized I grabbed the highlighter with the cap not on it. That was smart. Okay, so face is pretty much done. Let me look in this bigger mirror so I can actually see. Pretty dewy. Okay, now here I'm really nervous about this part because I've seen people do this, not set anything with powder, and then put on a setting spray, and I'm like, whoa, slow down there, crazy. But I'm gonna try that. This is the Milani Make It Dewy Setting Spray. I also found this from Emily83. She recommends a lot of, like, everything that she recommends from Milani I have loved. Especially their eyeshadow primer. I've used that forever. I actually think I've had the same one forever. And it's like, it looks like it's almost gone, but it's really, I've probably got like 6 months left. So here this goes. I'm scared. One thing about this is the sprayer like goes wherever it wants to, so it's not very precise. Is that the word? I just inhaled some. Normally I have like a sheet of paper to do this with, but I don't at the moment. Made it more dewy. Not just like I imagined that it would. Okay, what is next? So I'm going to use the... Did I put a primer? I did. I do have the Milani eyeshadow primer in here, so I'm going to use that. So for brows, I'm using the Ultra Slim Brow Pencil and Taupe. It's almost gone. It's in my project pan. So hopefully like maybe 1 or 2 more uses and it'll be gone. I know, don't come for me. I gotta trim my eyebrows. You ain't telling me nothing I don't already know. My forehead is really bad. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but like right around here. Not good. As always with my brows, I have to put on my glasses and like make sure they're even because I can't really see if they are. So while I still have some natural brows, it doesn't mean that they're the same on both sides. Okay, good as they're gonna get, I guess. I'm not like spending forever on them. Okay, now for eyeshadow, I have the so it's like a crease color. I have this Milani Shadow Eyes in the shade, what shade is this? Cafe au Lait. These are discontinued, so yeah. I'm just gonna put a little bit in the crease. Try to do lightly at least, and I'm gonna blend that with this e.l.f. Professional Blending Eye Brush. I know it doesn't blend very well, but like normally I would put powder over top of it, and it helps, but it's taking a little while. Okay, then I'm excited to use this. I haven't really used it yet. It is the e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick, and I got the shade Rose Gold. So I'm going to put this on most of the lid. And blend that out because I know that'll probably set really fast. I'm going to take some more of that brown and put it underneath of the lower lash line. Blend that with this Real Techniques shading brush. Then lastly for the eyeshadow, I'm going to use the e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick in the shade Perfect Pearl, right on the inner corners. Okay, the eyeshadow is done. It looks unblended. I mean, if I was going to wear this, I wouldn't normally, if I was going to wear like the cream, the base products, I wouldn't necessarily feel like I had to use cream eye products. So this is just for the video. So I would normally like blend that a lot better with a powder. And then I'm going to curl my lashes and put on mascara. I'm using the Physicians Formula Killer Curves mascara. Okay, my fellow former emo kids out there, whenever I got that mascara, I have had that song stuck in my head, The Curse of Curves from Cute Is What We Aim For. Like, stuck in my head and it won't go away. I've listened to it and yeah, it's not going away. Like, look at that. This mascara is fantastic. I don't know if you can see or not, but it's like probably the best mascara that I've tried in a long time. And it is vegan. Like, Physicians Formula, it can be hard to find vegan products from them, but now they've started putting it like on the outer packaging of their products, so it'll usually say that it's vegan. It's very, very hard to find a vegan curling mascara, so this is fantastic. And it actually removes, too. I had one from e.l.f. that I'm going to put in my empties that didn't remove so well. Alright, and then for lips, so I'm going to use not a lip gloss, but like this cream lipstick. This is from Juice Beauty in the shade Laguna. But then like on camera it looks weird, like under my eye where the I put the eyeshadow. I don't know what's going on. But there is the finished look. This lipstick looks a lot brighter on camera than it is. I don't know, maybe I just built it up too much. So I don't know. I mean, it kind of looks like I'm not even wearing makeup. Like, that's weird. I almost hit myself with a mirror. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely did not do the best job of my brows, I will say. And that's not even like, that's just my fault. It's not even like the products that I used. So yeah, let me know what you think if you're going to try this. If you are a die-hard, matte, long-wearing makeup lover like me, I definitely try this. It'll broaden your horizons. And I don't know if I would like do this whole look again, but maybe like incorporate more cream products, because it used to be like cream products didn't last very long, so I have to test these out and see. I know the foundation lasts pretty well on me. I can feel my eyelids sticking together, so I might have to set these with a powder. But yeah, let me know what you think if you have any of these products, if you want to try them, if you want to know any further thoughts on them. And yeah, let me know if you want to see any other projects, or like, not really projects, but you know what I mean, like challenges. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye.